For any car enthusiast, you've probably gotten into the conversation about the car market in the United States and in Europe at least once. It's the ultimate car debate, and by the end of this video, you'll be able to pick a side. In this video, we'll be conducting a thorough breakdown of the used car market in Europe and in the United States. What used cars can €10,000 get you in these two grossly varying markets? Are cars in Europe really cheaper and better than cars in the US? Let's find out. Starting off with the old continent of Europe, what used cars can €10,000 get you over there? Number 1, BMW 1 Series. Everyone wants a BMW because why not? So say hello to the BMW 1 Series F20, a compact rear-wheel drive beauty that oozes premium without shouting about it. For under €10,000, you can land yourself a well-maintained vehicle from the earlier years of production between 2012 and 2014. But that's not all. If you play your cards right and you're familiar with the car market in Europe, you might even get the more powerful 118D or the punchy 120i model for the same price. The interior of this ride is all very business class, with a sleek dashboard, sharp infotainment, and supportive seats. And while space in the back isn't exactly like a limousine, it's perfectly fine for average humans. The real treat, though, is the drive. Even in diesel form, the 1 Series is fun, nimble around town, composed on the Autobahn, and surprisingly frugal on fuel. Just a quick heads up, though, avoid the early models with the problematic N47 diesel engine unless it has proof of a timing chain replacement. Do that, you've got a true driver's car that balances fun and function for less than the cost of a new iPhone and a gym membership you'll never use. Hey, if you're enjoying this channel focus on the European car market, don't forget to subscribe for more updates, insights, and exciting content coming your way. Number 2, Volkswagen Golf GTI MK6. Moving on, we have another option that falls under our £10,000 price tag. But this is for owners who like their cars with a little spice. The Golf GTI MK6. It's sharp, iconic, and comes with a certain edge for your character. This isn't just any hot hatch, it's the hot hatch that defined an era. And for our price tag, you can still find a clean one that hasn't been boy racered into oblivion. Under the hood, the 2.0 TSI engine cranks out a delicious 210 horsepower, and paired with a 6-speed manual, or a DSG if you want that city-friendly vibe, it's a car that'll make even the most mundane commutes feel like Formula One laps. The handling is crisp, the ride is planted, and the styling still looks fresh despite being over a decade old. Of course, no used GTI is perfect. Look out for oil consumption issues and make sure the DSG gearbox, if fitted, has been properly serviced. But if you snag a good one, you've got a car that delivers premium performance, subtle aggression, and rock-solid build quality without costing an arm and a leg. Number 3, Volvo V60 D4. Up next, let's slow it down just a little. An option for users who aren't after turbocharged hooliganism but rather fancy comfort, refinement, and that ever-so-calming sense of Scandinavian minimalism. Enter the Volvo V60 D4, an estate car that feels like a leather-lined sanctuary on wheels. Now, the D4 is the magic number here. This engine offers a beautiful balance of power and efficiency, with up to 181 horsepower and a fuel economy figure that will have your wallet breathing a sigh of relief. On long drives, this car absolutely eats kilometers for breakfast. And the best part? For €10,000, you can land one with full leather, a digital dash, and even a killer sound system. The V60 is also about being smart. It's safe like all Volvos, reliable if well maintained, and doesn't scream for attention, making it ideal for the stealth wealth crowd. Just check for proper timing belt service and DPF health before handing over the cash. If all checks out, the V60 is a dream that won't break down or break the bank. Number 4, Audi A3 Sportback. Audi's design team must have earned a big fat check because somehow the A3 Sportback 8V still looks brand new years after hitting the market. This is one of those cars that ages like fine wine. It's subtle, timeless, effortlessly classy, and for €10,000 you can get one with slightly higher mileage. Our expert advice is to opt for the 1.4 TFSI if you want the sweet spot between power and fuel economy, or the 2.0 TDI if long-haul cruising is your thing. The A3 delivers a calm, composed drive, a beautifully minimal interior, and that soft click sound every Audi owner quietly brags about. It's got just enough tech, just enough luxury, and all the resale value of a safe investment. But be warned, this car wears a tailored suit, so maintenance isn't going to be a bargain. Watch for DSG transmission quirks and intake carbon buildup on petrol engines. Still, if you want to look rich and drive something built like a Swiss watch, all while keeping it under budget, the A3 Sportback is your move. Number 5, Fiat Panda 4x4. What? Now hear us out before you roll your eyes. Yes, a Fiat Panda made the list because this model is not just any Panda. It's the freaking Panda 4x4. A tiny terror that'll go places your friend's fancy SUV wouldn't dare. This car's an off-road icon in Italy's Alpine regions and rural Romania for a reason. It's light, narrow, and equipped with a surprisingly effective four-wheel drive system that turns dirt roads, snow, and muddy trails into child's play. The 0.9-liter twin-air turbo engine might sound like a hyperactive lawnmower, but it's peppy enough for everyday use and charmingly quirky to boot. Inside, things are simple. No giant touchscreens or spaceship vibes. That's part of the charm. It's a tool, not a toy. And if you want something cheap to run, stupidly reliable, and hilariously capable when the going gets tough, the Panda 4x4 punches way above its weight class. Now, European cars were impressive for the price range, but what does the USA market have to offer? Number 1, Honda Accord. Okay, let's start with a name you've heard a million times but still deserves the spotlight, the Honda Accord. If you have a €10,000 budget in the United States, you can score a clean late 9th gen model from around 2013 to 2015. While it may not scream baller, it looks bulletproof. This excellent sedan is quiet, efficient, and very reliable. The 2.4-liter inline-4 iVTEC engine is the unsung hero here, seeing as it cranks out about 185 horsepower and still has a satisfactory fuel consumption speed. Expect real-world MPG in the low 30s, which means your wallet will stop crying every time you pass a gas station. As for the interior, it is somewhat surprisingly upscale. You get dual-zone climate control, optional touchscreen infotainment, and leather in higher trims. It's like a big warm hug from Honda, despite the finances involved. The best part is these cars are engineered to outlast time itself. With proper maintenance, they're known to hit 300,000 kilometers without even breaking a sweat. Need a commuter? First car or something reliable for an unadventurous boomer? The Accord delivers. Number 2, Ford Mustang. Up next, if your idea of fun includes tire smoke and a superior growl, it's time we talk about the Ford Mustang. For €10,000, you're looking at the 2005 to 2009 generation. Those cars that brought back retro styling and a big attitude on a small budget. Think long hood, short deck, and curves that make it look like it's doing 100 standing still. Under the hood of most models in this range is a 4.0-liter V6 pumping out 210 horsepower. Now, don't get your pitchforks out. Yes, it's not the V8 GT, but for the money, it still delivers proper muscle car vibes. Inside, it's a time capsule of mid-2000s American flair with chunky plastics, bold gauges, and a steering wheel that would not be out of place on a fighter jet. Sure, it's not a tech palace, but who cares? You're here for raw, rear-wheel drive fun, and it delivers. It's also relatively easy to work on and has a huge aftermarket. So if you've got a wrench and a dream, the Mustang is your playground. Just don't expect miracles in the snow, or the rain, nor tight corners. Number 3, Toyota Prius. Ah, yes, the Toyota Prius, the unofficial car of Uber drivers and eco-warriors everywhere. But don't be deceived by its reputation. If you want legendary reliability, real-world fuel savings, and the ability to laugh in the face of rising gas prices, the 2010 to 2013 Prius should be at the top of your list. And here's what you get for under €10,000. A 1.8-liter hybrid system that'll give you 50-plus miles per gallon combined. Yeah, you heard that right. That means over 1,000 kilometers on a full tank if you're gentle with your right foot. For a very affordable price, you can pick up a well-maintained unit with service history and maybe even some modern features like Bluetooth and keyless start. The interior won't wow your Tinder date, but it will survive kids, dogs, and 4 seasons of road trips. Plus, there's a surprising amount of cargo space thanks to the hatchback layout. These things are indestructible. Stories of Priuses hitting 400-plus kilometers are not myths, they're regular. Sure, it's not fast. It's probably not your idea of sleek, but it gets the job done, and in today's American car market, that is a flex. Number 4, Mazda MX-5 Miata. Alright, approaching the end of our video, we have had enough with the conservative picks, so let's crank up the fun. Say hello to the Mazda MX-5 Miata. For €10,000, you're looking at the NC generation made between 2006 and 2012, which means a 2.0-liter 4-cylinder engine paired with rear-wheel drive and a smile on your face every time you hit the twisties. This car isn't about raw horsepower, it has incredible balance. Feels like an extension of your body. Weighing just over a ton with perfect 50-50 distribution and snappy steering, oh and yes, you get a manual gearbox as a bonus. You're welcome. What it lacks in boot space or infotainment tech, it more than makes up for in pure driving joy. Whether you're carving canyons, dodging potholes downtown, or just looking cool at a red light, Miata delivers more smiles per kilometer than cars 3 times the price. The best part about this car is that it's incredibly reliable. With basic maintenance, this thing will keep going until it's time to pass it on to your kids. Want fun without fear? The MX-5 is your go-to option. Number 5, Chevrolet Tahoe. And finally, if your vehicle choice is something massive in size with, say, 7 seats and a towing hitch, you should look at the Chevrolet Tahoe. For €10,000, you're landing squarely in the 2000 to 2010 model years. And while it might have a few miles on the clock, there are many other upsides apart from the price. First off, power. You're working with a 5.3-liter V8 that dishes out 320 horsepower and a burly 340 pound-feet of torque. Whether you're hauling a boat or just bullying the highway in rush hour traffic, the Tahoe's got your back. It also seats up to 8 people comfortably, no cramming required. Inside you'll find leather, on some trims a decent sound system, and enough space to lose a suitcase or two. It's the kind of vehicle that's ready for road trips, soccer practice, and an apocalypse scenario. Downside? Fuel economy's laughable, to put it mildly. It could literally be single-digit miles per gallon if you're heavy-footed. But reliability? Surprisingly solid. With proper care, these trucks can hit 300,000 kilometers and just keep trucking. If you want utility, toughness, and space for days, the Tahoe's a big win for a small budget. Will you be sticking to the European options, or are you considering American alternatives? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you're enjoying this channel focused on the European car market, don't forget to subscribe for more updates, insights, and exciting content coming your way.